Ingmar Bergman once said, "Film as dream, film as music. No art passes our conscience in the way that film does, and goes directly to our feelings, deep down into the dark rooms of our souls." He would later go on to praise his contemporary Andrei Tarkovsky for his ability to move through the realms of consciousness within the medium that most represents it. When it comes to this type of filmmaking, the cinematic dream, as opposed to the cinematic document, to put it in Bergman's words, there has honestly been no other film able to properly capture the feel of it since the days of Bergman and Tarkovsky as Darren Aronofsky's Mother, starring Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Please.
What the film lacks in its face-level premise as a type of exponentially populated home invasion story is made up for in its execution as an increasingly tense and literally nightmarish thriller. With each passing second in the film, a greater sense of unsettlement becomes detectable as Lawrence's titular character gradually becomes more and more susceptible to the strangers looting and parading around her house like maniacs. By employing imagery that the audience has become familiar with in the modern socio-political landscape, Aronofsky manages to create that general horrified feeling that has one curling into a ball up to the very last second of the film. Mother is a film that naturally invites many interpretations from each viewer. As Jeremy Jahns makes note in his analysis of the film, Mother could be considered as a modern retelling of the Bible, showing God's relationship to Mother Earth and the connection they share through the humans invading their homely utopia. One could also consider this the companion piece to another film constantly described as nightmarish in feeling, David Lynch's 1977 debut, Eraserhead, which has constantly been attributed as best exemplifying the expectant and often frightening condition of fathership. Mother ostensibly focuses on the experience that the opposite sex might face when expecting a child. While specifics might differ from one mother to the next, all experience a cathartic drive that serves only one purpose: to protect the child at any cost. And as we saw Henry wander around the world of Eraserhead, confusedly and at many points frightened, so do we see Mother screaming at the intruders in her home to leave when the time comes to have her child. While watching Mother, I wanted to feel that sense of terror that so many other, often more mainstream films have tried to present to audiences, but failed to do so. And it is with undying satisfaction that I say that there has not been a film more profoundly engrossing for me all year. And in referring to the many upset audiences who happen to walk out of Mother with their heads spinning and shouting about its nonsensical nature, I'd like to mention a quote David Lynch once said about art. "I don't know why people expect art to make sense when they accept that life doesn't make sense." My name is Carlos, and thanks for watching.
It's just never enough.